What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sage, or Tanaya, or whatever you want to call me, and today I'm going to be doing a little quick video about Korean because I feel like I kind of glossed over the fact that I'm learning a language. So yeah, that's what this video is about. As you can tell by the title, I'm just going to be showing you guys how I study by myself, and as well as like tips and tricks on how to learn Korean the easiest way. Maybe not the quickest, but how I find is the easiest and the most fun way. For a little bit of background, I've been learning Korean consistently for less than a year, since like last September, I believe, like last September, and it's currently April. It's currently April 29th. During the end of 2021 is when I was learning it a little bit, but I wasn't really doing it consistently because I don't know, I just didn't really find much joy in studying Korean. But yeah, that's just a little bit of background. I'm not fluent like at all because it's been like September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. It's been 8 months, and 2 of those months I didn't study at all. So yeah, I'm not fluent at all, but I would say I'm pretty good. Literally today, what made me want to make this video is because I saw like 2 or 3 videos pop up on TikTok, and it was just like someone speaking in Korean, and I literally just understood their conversation. Like they were ordering food and they were just greeting each other in some of them, and I literally just understood their whole conversation. So I was like, damn, is a bitch bilingual? Is a bitch bilingual? Is a bitch bilingual? No, she's not. But we're getting there. Clearly we're getting there. So yeah, is this zoomed all the way out? Girl, what the hell? What the hell? But yeah, so I'm gonna be showing you guys, you know, what I do to get to at least like a little bit above the area between beginner and intermediate, whatever that area is. Whatever that area is, that's where I'm at. So I'm gonna be letting you guys know how I do that. Hey bitch, so this is me editing. I completely forgot to mention, if you guys don't already know Hangul, I highly recommend doing that, learning that before you get into any of these tips that I share with you in this video. If you guys have not learned Hangul yet, I highly recommend Miss Vicky on YouTube. Under the title of the video is Learn Hangul in 30 minutes. When she said learn Hangul in 30 minutes, bitch, she mean learn Hangul in 30 minutes. Till this day, I still reference that video in my head. Like, that video really stuck with me like for a minute. So I highly recommend that video if you haven't learned Hangul yet. But yeah, definitely learn Hangul before you get into any of these tips. So to get straight into it, the first thing that I swear by and is my favorite tool ever is italki. No, this is not sponsored. I know that a lot of videos that I've watched of like how I learn Korean on YouTube, they're sponsored by italki, but I'm a true student. I'm not sponsored by them. I just really love italki. If you don't know what italki is, italki, I can put up their like little logo on the screen. Italki is where you can meet different tutors all around the world. They have like actual professional teachers, and then they also have community teachers, and they literally just teach you the language. And some of them are literally just, if you're intermediate in the language, you can just have a conversation with them just for practice. Others, you can learn from them like as a straight beginner. It kind of just depends on what you're looking for, but they have tons of teachers. A lot of them are native professors that are living in Korea, and because it's virtual, they can teach you on like Zoom or Skype or whatever platform you guys choose to use. Now, italki is something that you do have to pay for. A lot of these tips and tricks I'm going to be giving you guys are not necessarily things that you have to buy, but this is one of the things that it does cost money. It kind of just depends on what profession you're looking at. Some of them, they do like $20 an hour, some of them are $12, some of them are $10. It really just depends. A lot of the time, the professional teachers cost a little bit more. They cost a little bit more. They pinch your pennies a little bit more. I'm not gonna lie. They pinch your pennies a little bit more. Cause in the beginning in 2021, when a bitch just had money to spend, she was just spending money. Bitches was paying $20 an hour for a professor. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. She was paying $20 an hour, but she was working at Chick-fil-A and just thought she could spend money. Don't do that. Don't be me. Unless you got it like that for real. Because I had it like that for real. I really did. But honestly, it wasn't worth it because I ended up stopping going to that professor after like only like I think 6 sessions. But I had 2 professors in 2021 that I personally just didn't click with. The first one, she was like just kind of an awkward lady. I don't know. She was just kind of awkward. So it made me awkward because I'm an introvert. So I was just like, hey. So I stopped going to her. And then the second lady, she was like her whole brand was like learn Korean fast, like Korean booster, Korean fast, fast, fast. I'm slow as fuck. I'm dumb. I wanted to learn the language fast, but I forget that baby, be for real is what I'm trying to say. Be for real. So I started going to her, and each lesson it would be something new. But girl, I didn't understand the last lesson, and she would just be moving too fast. And then when I didn't understand something or when I didn't know something, it felt like she was getting annoyed. So stopped going to her. Then I just stopped. That kind of discouraged me from learning Korean more, which is why I took that long break. But then in September of last year, I found my new professor. I don't really feel comfortable putting her name and stuff on her because I haven't asked her. But I found a new professor. She's in college. She lives in Jeju Island. And she's really sweet. She's like young. She's also really smart. She speaks English fluently. Like I said, she's in college, so literally every time that we meet, it just feels like I'm talking to like a college friend, and then we're also learning a language. Cause like half of it'll be like my lessons are an hour long. For 30 minutes, we're just talking about life of like what we've been up to and like just like life in America and then life in Korea. And then the other half is when we're actually like learning. But as we're talking, I'm like learning the culture of Korea, and I'm learning like new words, and I'm learning grammar structure. It's really cool. But yeah, that's italki. I am currently paying I think $15 for an hour. They also have a lot of cool features, flashcards on here. They have podcasts, quizzes, language assessments. It's really cool. I think you should definitely check out italki if you are curious. It's really cool. That's my number one thing. The next one I want to go into is the textbooks. Now, if you are not into buying textbooks, I would go ahead and skip this portion because the next couple ones I'm going to be talking about textbooks, and then I'll talk about like the free stuff that you can do online if you just want to learn by yourself and not have to really pay for anything, because that's how it was for a long time. So I recommend for complete beginners, why am I out of breath and stuttering? For complete beginners, I recommend Talk to Me in Korean for sure. 10 times over, 1,000 times over, 20 times over, 50 times over. I love Talk to Me in Korean. Everyone loves Talk to Me in Korean. Literally, I feel like if you watch any How I Learned Korean video, bitch, they're gonna talk about Talk to Me in Korean because they're goated. Like, they're literally one of the best tools that you can use to learn Korean. This is the level 1 textbook. I have the workbook and then the workbook and then the textbook. I have both because even if I just have the textbook and you like taking notes, I'm not that type of learner. I have to like do it, listen to it, write it out, read it, be hands-on with it. So I also have a workbook, but I know a lot of people who only use the textbook and they just take notes and then like review it, and that's good for them. So if you're that type of learner, that's fine too. I don't really remember the price, but I'll look it up and put it on the screen for you guys. I don't think they were super expensive, but they're very helpful. So for the textbook, I can go ahead and show you like the first chapter. Like, they show you how to say hello and thank you. They break everything down, as well as they go into detail about how everything works, why it works. They relate it back to English, so that you fully understand why it is the way it is and how you say it. And then at the end, I don't want to show my handwriting though. I don't want to show my handwriting, but they have a couple like fill in the blanks on the textbook as well, but not as much as the workbook, obviously. So I definitely recommend the Talk to Me in Korean textbook. Why did I almost just throw up? Yo. Next is the workbook, and then the workbook and the textbook are like completely related. So the first chapter that's in the textbook obviously is gonna match up to the workbook. Yeah, they basically just go everything that's in the workbook, but they make you repeat it like 20,000 times basically, and then they ask you questions at the end. They also connect it to audio, so they have a website that you can go listen to the audio, and they also have on Spotify, you can find on their podcast, they have it connected to both of the like workbooks and textbooks, so that you can hear what they're saying, hear their explanations, hear how it's pronounced, and repeat it back to yourself to make sure that you're pronouncing it correctly. So that's why I also really love Talk to Me Korean. But for the next one, it's kind of silly, but I enjoy it. So the next one is the everything almost just fell out, literally. Girl, what the hell? But it's the Learn Korean with BTS package. No, she was a bit expensive. I'm not gonna lie. When I still had a job, I impulsively bought her for a good $125 or something of the sort. Am I ashamed? Slightly. Is it fun as fuck? Yes, it is. It is actually. It comes with a total of 4 textbooks though. The first, second, third, fourth, they're different colors and they cover different subjects. So this first one is like the introduction. Obviously it covers like Hangul, how to introduce yourself, how to say thank you, how to say welcome, like airport stuff, restaurant stuff. That's as far as I got in this one. This one's more public transportation, I'm pretty sure. Shit, I don't know. I haven't gotten to the other 3 books, but the other 3 has like, they have like different like topics and shit. So I think it's really cool. I definitely recommend it. It also comes with this fucking cool ass pen, bro. Okay, I'm about to geek out a little bit about this. Not even just because it's BTS though, because it's like actually kind of cool as fuck though. So it comes with this pen, right? But it's like a study buddy, and it comes with all this shit and like a charger and like a bunch of stuff. But if you go into the first book, right? So you turn this whole on after it's charged, right?
안녕하세요, 아미 여러분, 함께 고고.
Hey! 방탄소년단! Yeah. Anyways. So when you open it, right? Okay. Follow me. So let's just go with the contents page, right? Go to the contents page. Bitch. First of all, you could turn it up and down. Period. That's first of all. Okay. And then you literally, you press it. Bitch. Okay. Look. Okay. It does something, I swear. Don't play with me. Don't do it. But you go like English or you go Korean, right?
한국어. 안녕하세요. 저는 보라예요.
Bitch, the pen is talking. Like what? And then you can go into a different language.
한국어,
English. The white girl said English.
I'd like a BTS transportation card.
She said she want a BTS transportation card, bitch. And then Japanese, ho.
일본어. 안녕하세요. 私は 보라です.
She said she's Bora at this. Then, bitch, for the Latina babies, for the Latina babes, the Hispanic babes, bitch, they got Spanish. Español.
Soy Bora.
Hola, soy Bora. What'd she say? What'd she say?
Hola, soy Bora.
Hola. Wait, bitch.
Hola, soy Bora.
Hola, soy Bola. Or whatever the fuck she said. I don't speak Spanish, but for the Spanish girlies, the Spanish armies, bitch, they got you too. Like, come on, what the fuck are you talking about?
한국어.
This is some real 21st century shit. Like, what are you talking about? Like, this is cool. Like, I don't care. That was, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. 120 baht, I will pay it again. I'll do it again. I'll do it again. But they got the beginning where you can learn Hangul. Let me turn it off so I won't go dead, child.
아미 여러분 사랑해요. 보라 해.
Bitch. Anyways. You can learn Hangul if you haven't learned that yet. But they have a whole thing. By the time that I bought this, I already was like, I knew all of Hangul like fluently. So if you want to practice like simple words, beginning Hangul, they got that. And then they also have like, if you scan this, you can also put this in. So chapter 1, page 032, I'm gonna scan it when I edit and then put in the video that they included for this. It goes with the question, and then you watch the video to hear what BTS is saying or what they're looking at or the movements they're doing or whatever to answer the question. So the question was, what does BTS say? I remember this one. They were talking about countries, so that's like if you got it right, and that's if you got it wrong. So I think that's just really cool. I don't really use
아미 여러분 사랑해요. 보라 해.
I don't really use this one as like my main textbook, obviously. I think it's just something like fun and interactive, and to include, you know, if you are an army. I just think it's like a really cool, cute little thing. Also, I just found out that they have a Blackpink version. They only have 2 books, I believe, but they also have a Blackpink version, so if you want to check that out, that's really cool. I was looking at it. It comes with a lot of stuff for the same price as the BTS one. It comes with like notebooks and calendars and like stickers, bitch, and like decorative shit. I don't even, like, it was like a lot of stuff. I was like, damn, should I buy it again? Nah, but for the blinks out there, if you want to go cop something but you're not really a big army, they have it on Amazon, babes. So yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to like textbooks. Now I'm gonna get into more of the online things. Like I was saying when I was introducing the Talk to Me in Korean textbooks, they also have online resources. I can put everything on the screen. They have a podcast. They have a YouTube channel where they put like a bunch of videos that I still use to this day. They have a bunch of like, they have like a whole website where you can take a test to see where your level of Korean is, and like they give you lessons based on that. They have a lot of cool stuff where it's like completely free, so even if you don't have the money to pay for like the actual handheld textbooks, you can literally just get the same resources online. It's not really a big deal when it comes to that. I definitely recommend it if you're at an intermediate level. I highly recommend like when they're just doing like simple conversation and they're talking at like a normal speed, because sometimes when I be listening to that, I'll be like, yeah, a bitch is not bilingual. I'm not bilingual. Cause what are you saying? They be talking kind of fast on the intermediate ones. I'm not even gonna hold you. For me, they be talking fast as fuck. So for beginners, there's a lot of Korean apps. There's a lot of Korean apps, like Korean learning apps. There's so many that I downloaded like 20,247 million apps on my phone and didn't touch not damn one of them because I was so overwhelmed with how many of them there was. But I'm just gonna go quickly over the ones that I personally use or used in the beginning that helped me. Next one I swore by was Drops. It's kind of like Duolingo but better. It's for vocabulary. If there's grammar on it, I didn't get to that point on the app, but it basically, you press a category like food, numbers, like greetings, like sayings, whatever, phrases, and they put it up and they'll give you multiple choice or open-ended or like a drag and drop type situation. And the ones that you get immediately, they put them up less, but they still put them up there, and the ones that you need to work on, they continue to give them to you until you can like fully remember. So like I said, it's like kind of like Duolingo but a lot better. I tried Duolingo when I first started learning Korean. It fucking sucks. Don't recommend it. I hate Duolingo when learning new languages. Doesn't work. I don't like it. I hate it. I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't like Duolingo. The next app that I use is Memrise. Memrise is also another vocab app. It's kind of just like flashcards with like multiple choice answers, basically. Like if you use Quizlet before they got money hungry, it's like that. That's what Memrise is. They have like subscription options, but the free one is like, girl, it's gonna get you by. I promise you, it's gonna get you by. But that's really good for vocab as well. Now, I personally do not use these apps. However, I do know a lot of my mutuals love these apps to practice their Korean. It's gonna be Omi TV, Omi.tv if you're on like a PC, I'm pretty sure. But it's kind of like Omegle, but like you have different country servers, so they'll just go into the Korean server and like just talk to Korean people who are actually native Koreans. This one is video chat only. I'm like 90% sure that it's video chat only. So if you're not comfortable being on camera with random people, the app obviously isn't for you. But I know a lot of people who just like to have conversation with native Koreans who don't have like a lot of Korean mutuals. They go on that app. And then another one is Mayum. I don't know how to really pronounce it, but M-A-U-M is another big one that's kind of blowing up on like the learning Korean side of TikTok. It is voice call, video or voice chat only. So you literally just speak Korean, and maybe it's like a little bit more comfortable for introverts so that you don't see their face, so you don't really have to feel like you're being judged per se. But yeah, that's another way to practice with native speakers. And then the last one that I'm gonna go over when it comes to like apps or whatever is on YouTube. He's very, 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 very helpful. It's Learn Korean with Go Billy Korean or Go Billy Go Korean or whatever. I don't know, girl. Literally, if you start from the base level lesson 1 of learning Hangul, or even if you go like a little past the Hangul and go when he starts like introducing like words, that enough, literally it's gonna go over everything you need to know. He's gonna be pronouncing it correctly. He's gonna be explaining to you why it's pronounced like that, how it's pronounced like that. Like, talk to me in Korean, like type. Like, it's like very in-depth and it's very good, but it also feels like very easy and like kind of not quick, but like flowy, if that makes sense. He's not boring to listen to or look at. So I definitely recommend him. The last tip that I recommend for you guys is to literally just speak Korean every single day. Maybe not speak, that's a little odd if you're not fluent, but like think in Korean, or think in translations. I want to say think in translations. Basically, when till this day, like even like the past 2 months, I haven't been really studying, like sitting down and studying Korean, but I've still been using this, and I think it's been keeping my Korean fresh still. Is whenever I see a number or a date or a simple phrase, I immediately translate it into my head. If I'm in school and they're like, okay, start taking notes or whatever, and I'm writing down the date, I'm like, oh, what would this date be if I said it in Korean? And I literally like either write it down also, or just like say it in my head and like say it a couple times in my head. I also recommend getting like a planner and like cute pens just so that you can write. I have these off of Amazon. They're so freaking cute. It encourages me to write in Korean more because they're literally so freaking adorable. I'm actually missing a pen. I just noticed that, and that kind of just made me mad because where the fuck did my pen go? Right. Anyways, but I got this little notebook, and I literally just write like what my plan is for the day, or if it's at the end of the day and I didn't write in it all day, what I did today, like what time I woke up, what time I got to school, what time I left school, what time I went here, went there. This book I only write in Korean. I don't write any English in here unless maybe like it's like 1 or 2 words that like I don't know the Korean meaning. But even then, I would look it up on Papago or Papago. If you guys don't know what that is a really good Korean translation app. I look it up on here, write it down, and then in parentheses I'll write the English word just so that I'll know. Yeah, those are all my tips and tricks. I'm not completely fluent in Korean, so maybe you won't listen to me, maybe you will. But this is what helped me. This is what I like to use. This is what I like to do. But yeah, I'm not gonna link any of this below because I don't feel like getting all those links. Literally just look it up. It'll be there. I promise you it will be there. But I hope you guys learned something from this. I hope you got some tips that maybe you want to use for your Korean learning journey. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends. Follow me on Instagram. Yeah, love you guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Bye. Okay, you're done.